Section 13 of the Letters of Lord Nelson to Lady Hamilton, Volume 1. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information, or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Adrian Wheel. The Letters of Lord Nelson to Lady Hamilton, Volume 1, by Horatio Nelson, Section 13. 1. My dear Madam, the prodigies of valour performed by your new Chevalier have, I fear, obliterated the memory of your ancient knight. Nevertheless, I beg your ladyship will lay me at the feet of the Queen of the Two Sicilies, and assure her Majesty of my profound respect for her person, and that my life is devoted to the defence of it. And, for yourself, accept every kind wish of your ladyship's truly affectionate and faithful knight, St. Vincent. Gibraltar, 18th of October, 1798. 2. My dear Lady Hamilton, 10,000 most grateful thanks are due to your ladyship for restoring the health of our invaluable friend Nelson, on whose life the fate of the remaining governments in Europe, whose system has not been deranged by these devils, depends. Pray, do not let your fascinating Neapolitan dames approach too near him, for he is made of flesh and blood, and cannot resist their temptations. Lady St. Vincent will be transported with your attention to her. I have sent the fan mounts for Lady Nelson and her by Sir James Samureath, who, after seeing the French prizes safe moored in the Tagus, conveys the Duke d'Avie. He, poor man, although a grandee of Spain, having been driven out of that kingdom by the insolent intrigues of Truguet. I have obeyed your ladyship's commands respecting Tom Bowen, who is now captain of L'Aquilon, and gone to Lisbon to take possession of her. And his brother William, who married a daughter of Sir William Parker, I've appointed to the Caroline, the finest frigate I have, and he is employed on the most advantageous service for filling his pockets. Should your ladyship have any other protégé, I desire you will not spare me. I am very much penetrated with the condescension their Majesties of the Two Sicilies have graciously shown to me through your ladyship, and I rely on your doing justice to my feelings upon the occasion. I have taken up residence here for some months, that I may be ready to afford succour to the detachments of the fleet I have honour to command in the Levant and before Cádiz, and when Sir William and you arrive, I shall be able to give you some English mutton in a plain way. Continue to love me, and rest assured of the most unfeigned and affectionate regard of, my dear Lady Hamilton, your faithful and devoted knight, St. Vincent. Admiral's House, Rosier, Gibraltar, 28th of October, 1798. 3. My dear Lady Hamilton, I have to thank you, which I do most kindly, for your obliging letters of the 7th and 10th of November, and for the gracious letter which your ladyship had received from the charming, delightful Queen of the Two Sicilies, at whose feet I am anxiously desirous to throw myself. And, as I have relinquished my intention of returning to England, although in possession of leave to go, I hope the period is not far distant. In the meanwhile, have the goodness to keep me alive in the remembrance of her Majesty. Assure her of my profound respect and admiration for her as Queen. I dare not give utterance to what I feel for her as one of the first and most lovely of her sex. Our possession of the island of Minorca will relieve her Majesty and the Government from one embarrassment touching their last treaty with France, as Lord Nelson will now be able to refit his squadron without committing an infraction of the treaty. Our excellent friend General O'Hara is very busy in erecting 2 rooms for the accommodation of your ladyship and Sir William when you visit this curious rock. He is among the most hospitable and entertaining of men, and we live together as all commanders of his Majesty's land forces and fleets ought to do, and I hope will do, from the examples which have been shown whenever I have acted with the army, as Sir Charles Grey, the governor of this garrison, and General Stuart will testify. And if the immortal Wolfe could be conjured from the grave, he would do so too. I hope soon to hear our dear Lord Nelson is quite well, under your fostering care, and with my warmest wishes for every blessing to be showered down upon you and yours, I have the honour to be, with the truest respect, esteem, and regard, Your Ladyship's very affectionate, humble servant, St. Vincent. Rosier House, Gibraltar, 7th of December, 1798. 4. My dear Lady Hamilton, permit me to introduce to your acquaintance and protection another hero of the Nile, in Captain Darby, of the Bellerophon, who you will find a pleasant, queer, and faithful Irishman. I also beg leave to interest you in favour of Mrs. Locke, a daughter of the Duchess of Leinster by Mr. Ogilvy. Her husband is appointed consul at Naples, which may occasion some difficulty in bringing her forward, unless the etiquette is altered touching consuls. God bless you, my dear madam, and be assured I always am your Ladyship's truly affectionate St. Vincent. Rosier House, Gibraltar, 1st of January 1799. 5. My dear Lady Hamilton, I cannot sufficiently thank you for sending me Her Sicilian Majesty's most gracious letter, the contents of which I feel, as becomes a good royalist and loyal subject, and for your goodness to Mrs. Locke, who, poor thing, merits a more respectable situation than that of consuless. She is certainly a very comely woman, and truly amiable. The designation Sir William has in contemplation for him will place them in an honourable style, and, I have no doubt, from the protection they have at home, will lead to ministerial character. You are very good to my old friend Darby, who is a good-humoured, blundering Irishman, and will make you laugh. In the midst of your pangs your Ladyship must suffer for the destiny of the delightful city and country to which you have so long contributed a large portion of the gaiety and charming society of Sir William's hospitable mansion. For, although I had not the good fortune to revisit Naples after Sir William's return, all my travelling friends did ample justice to the liberality of the representatives of our royal master and mistress. Mr. Preston was chargé when I was at Naples with the Duke of Gloucester, and though a worthy gentleman, and since a pious bishop, he was certainly a dry comedian. Have the goodness to commend me to the Queen. Continue to nurse my excellent friend Nelson, and when I have the happiness to see Sir William and your Ladyship here, I will pour the effusions of my heart upon you both. The Governor has added 2 rooms to the convent for your accommodation, and Mrs. Gray, late Miss Whitbread, wife to the Captain of the Ville de Paris, will contribute all that this house affords for the entertainment of both. God bless you, my dear Lady Hamilton, and be assured no man respects and esteems you more truly than your Ladyship's truly affectionate St. Vincent. Rosier House, 27th of February, 1799. End of section 13. Recording by Adrian Wheel.